everyone, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're going to be reading a few homegrown horrors to you that you lovely folks have sent to us. Adam, why don't you tell us what those are?
A homegrown horror is a story that you, a friend, a family member have had happen to them, or maybe have heard about and it's been passed down from generation to generation that you have sent to us. And those stories can either be supernatural, scary, spooky, sometimes coincidental where something didn't actually happen, or it could be something where it's true crime, where you had a brush in the past with someone who wound up being a serial killer, or maybe something not that bad. We had stuff recently about someone who went through breaking into their house and they had to stay on the rooftop to avoid it and called the cops from there. So that one was really intense. It's a really good example of what a true crime one can be like. But either way you slice it, it's a story that you decide to send us and you let us know that we can read on the show. And we have the Storytime episodes 100% dedicated to reading your stories. If you do have a story like that, Robin, tell the wonderful folks where they can send it.
So you can send it to our email, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, which is scaryish.com. There's a contact us page. You just fill out that form and it emails it to us that way. You can also send us stuff on all our different social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have our own Discord server. You can check all that stuff out through our website, so check it out.
Indeed, and we hope to hear from you. Thank you all for listening, and thank you to the people who are watching live. Now, I'm taking a break really fast. This is going to come out of the actual episode because I want to preface anything we do, including the first story, to our live audience. So what's going to happen tonight is a little different than what normally happens.
Did you already mark it? Sorry.
I already marked it.
Okay, cool.
So what's going to happen tonight is whoever is in the stream boss position at the end of the show will get to choose one of two things. Either hashtag shave the stash or hashtag save the stash. So whoever winds up being the stream boss at the end of this, which is now on What's for Dinner for resubscribing for the 6th month. It says, I come for the stories, but I stay for the oys. Whoever winds up being the stream boss at the end of the show will essentially get to choose whether or not to shave my mustache. So just something to put out there. We know people like to resubscribe and donate throughout the show, but here's a little bit of incentive to being the stream boss at the end. So good stuff. You have to donate through Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can go over to the Twitch page. You don't really have to watch from there. There's just a donate button that you can click in order to do that. It's totally up to you. It's just something funny because I'm like considering doing it. I'm on the fence about it, and I figured I'd leave it up to you wonderful folks because you've made me shave my legs and floss dance before, so might as well just put it back on. It's the end of the month.
If you haven't seen Adam get his legs shaved and waxed, you can go to our YouTube channel and it's on there. There's
Waxing
a video.
Lasts a lot longer and has a lot better results. I can say that for sure, but it's a lot more painful. So, all right, that is something for you wonderful folks watching live. I'm going to get back into the regular thing. Here we go. So, Robin, are you going to be reading the first story or am I going to be reading the first story?
Let me read. I feel like I have you read the first story all the time. So let me do that this time. All right.
I will sit back and relax.
All right. So this first email here is from Diana, and it goes, "Hey guys." Hello, we're the guys. What up? I've been listening to the podcast for over a year, and as a chronic procrastinator, I've never sent in my own stories yet. So this happened a couple of years ago. My ex-boyfriend is Italian, and I spent a few months living in his house in Italy. I'm from South America.
That's pretty, wow. Okay, that's pretty
awesome.
This is an international audience right
cool.
here.
Although all his family lived there, the house was empty a lot of the time as his parents worked all day. His sister was in school and my ex was attending uni. For that reason, I spent long hours alone in the quite big house, at least to my standards, which I found kind of creepy due to its many corridors and corners. So one morning, I was on my own and I had just taken a shower and gone to the bedroom, which was around the corner from the bathroom, when the shower turned on again out of nowhere.
That's creepy.
It takes so much effort
to turn a shower on.
Exactly. That when things like that turn on, it's creepy. When a faucet's leaking, that's like, okay, faucet's leaking. But if it gets turned on all the way, that's weird.
If you hear your shower randomly turn on, there's like 3 things it could be: a ghost, an intruder, or really messed up plumbing. And all 3 of those things, I would rather have a ghost than the other 2, to be honest with you.
I would not want messed up plumbing because that is expensive.
It's expensive as shit. I mean, an intruder could also be expensive as shit, but a ghost is like, okay, we can live with this.
So the email continues. I thought maybe someone had come home without me noticing, but a few minutes went by and I decided to go check it up. The door was open and indeed the shower was on. I turned it off and I kind of convinced myself that I probably didn't close the faucet properly earlier. So a few days go by and I'm home alone again, this time in the kitchen baking cookies. I've never seen this in America and definitely not in my country, but bathrooms in Italy have these ring bell switches that you can use to alert people in the house that you need help. I had pressed it in the past, having confused it with the light switch, so I know how it sounds. Anyway, I'm in the kitchen and I hear the ring coming from the bathroom. This time, I was like, okay, what the hell? Side note, I would love to have that in our bathroom, because then I could just...
then she could stop calling me anytime she runs out of toilet paper.
Yeah, anytime there's no toilet paper, I just, either yell out the door,
I think
or...
This is a good thing to bring up. I know it's a little bit off topic, but that's, kind of our keystone for this show. I'm curious, if you run out of toilet paper and you're in the bathroom and the door is closed, how many of you shout for someone else to come and get you a roll if the roll is in the bathroom with you, just beyond reach of the seat?
I didn't know that there was a roll in there.
It happens frequently in our house where I get called to come into the bathroom mid-shit, and then I have to go into the cabinet within the bathroom and hand her the roll, which is only feet from her. And when I mean, maybe I'm weird. When I run out of toilet paper, I just mud butt it across the room really fast and grab a roll and sit back down.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I mean, I don't know.
Because then you possibly leaking pee everywhere, and it's gross, and you got poop smeared all over your butt. It's just gross, okay?
All right. I'm just curious as to whether or not that's a gender thing, or maybe that's just something that has to do with my personality style of being okay, it's right over there. I'm just going to grab... I'm a problem solver, and people want me on their corporate team because I wipe my own ass, is what I'm saying here. So,
okay,
I'll let you get back to the email.
Anyway.
I'm glad we got into this, though. This is really healthy dialogue.
Anyway, so I'm in the kitchen, and I hear the ring coming from the bathroom. This time, I was like, okay, what the hell? So I make my way through the corridors and check the bathroom, and there's nobody there. I again try to convince myself that it could have been another sound that I didn't recognize, which wouldn't be crazy, as I had only spent a few weeks in the house so far. So I brushed it off. Again, a few days go by. I was on my own, everyone had left a few minutes before, so I decided to have a shower. I get in the bathroom and I go to lock the door. Not sure what they're called, but the latch had a built-in lock thingy, no keyhole. Alright. I'm imagining one of those sliding doors where you, the latch, flicks down and into the other.
I imagine something completely. I imagine just a regular doorknob that has just that switch that's inside the door, like the circle where you just go click, and you turn it from horizontal to vertical or vice versa.
But I thought to myself, nobody's in the house. Fuck it. What's the point? So they don't lock the door. I get in the shower and I do my business, finish up, get dressed, and I push the door handle to get out, but it wouldn't open. I freak out a bit and I think I am absolutely sure I did not lock this door. But when I turned the thingy, it unlocked and I carefully opened the door, totally imagining the girl from the ring waiting on the other side. But nope, nothing. And no way you could lock the door from the outside anyway. This time I could not reasonably explain it, and I even called my ex to tell him what had happened. That was the last time something like that happened to me in that house, but my ex did tell me how he would often find his wardrobe doors open for no reason, and even how he once saw his dead gran laying on his bed when turning one of the corners, only to disappear when he looked again.
It's weird those two things are mentioned in the same sentence, because one of them is a 2, and one of them is an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, sometimes my clothes are moved around, and I saw my dead grandma on my bed for a split second. The house is kind of weird. I guess that averages out to kind of weird.
So yeah, interesting house. Anyway, guys, I have some other short stories that have happened in the past. I could try to put them all in one email if you want to hear them. Thanks for the hard work and keep the stories coming. They help a lot, especially during lockdown. Love, Diana. Thank you so much for sending that in. We would love to hear your other stories.
Absolutely.
That house sounds so strange. I mean...
not just because it has those weird Italian locks, but definitely...
or the weird buzzers. No.
Or the weird buzzers, but definitely because of the dead relatives appearing on beds and weird stuff happening in the shower.
Right. And when it comes to stuff in the bathroom, it always weirds me out because I think pervy ghosts.
Ghosts. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe the showers have an automatic on or off switch. I mean, I never would have thought that there would be an alert bell within the bathrooms based off of the region you're in. So who knows? Maybe that's something with Italian showers where they're would you like to shower now? And they just turn on their own. So who knows?
Interesting.
I'm just trying to speculate wildly here, but yeah, some of that stuff is really terrifying.
Yeah, thank you.
And please send in your other ones. All right, this is our first break to talk with the wonderful folks watching the stream live. Excited to hear what you have to say. I got a new chair this week because I work from home and then I stream a lot. So I'm in this chair for like 14 to 16 hours a day. So I figured I might as well not have a hand-me-down that's 5 years old, maybe older. So I bought myself a Secret Labs chair and I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm not trying to chair flex. I just noticed that Glitch brought it up in the chat. So
He's so happy with his chair. He's so happy.
Very happy with the chair. Robin's also using her regular chair and not her hand-me-down chair.
It's a black chair instead of a blue chair.
So we have 2 black chairs now. So we're kind of like uniforming a little bit to one another.
Yeah, this is usually at my desk on the other side of the tiny ass room.
That is so fucking hot right now.
It is really hot. But yeah, so the other chair just got moved out of here. There's just not a lot of space in here. So trying to
true
make things work in here. All right.
I like the way you work it.
No diggity. Thank you, everybody who enjoys the fighting thing at the beginning of the stream.
It's so much fun.
It is very fun, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Who the fuck gave
actually Faison an AR? Because you got like 9 kills before the show started. I think that's because actually Faison watched my personal stream, and their character died in XCOM on Sunday, so I guess that's how we made up for it. Also, Meadows has redeemed a drink and a high five.
Oh, nice. I haven't tasted this yet. Adam said it tasted pretty good, so I don't know.
Mine is half Fireball, half Coke Zero. And will occasionally need to be stirred because all of the Fireball sat on the bottom of it when it started.
No, it tastes really good.
It's okay. I mean, it's not that it's like too boozy. It's just that the flavor of it is not my thing. It just tastes like really bad heartburn. So, and we gotta do the high five.
It's just vodka, blueberry liqueur, a little bit of lemonade, and this Smirnoff
berry
lemonade. So I was just like, I'm going to mix all my fruit stuff that I have with my lemonade. And I'm trying not to drink a lot of sweet drinks, I guess. So I am taking down my juice intake. So I only wanted to do a little bit. And then the Smirnoff stuff doesn't have a lot of calories. So it kind of, I'm trying to even out my
She's trying to get crunk responsibly.
All right.
First person to be in the chat, in either chat, was Merlin Valor. However, Vivian, just moments later, was in YouTube and said, "Wee." Jay Valor is also here over there in YouTube along with Yesenia. It's nice to see the YouTube family filling out pretty early. Britt Newt is also here. Vivian said, "Raise your hand if you just listened to the Manson Family Murders Part 3. I'm glad you folks enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed that episode, too. It was, a lot of true crime, but there's so much that I didn't know about the Manson murders, and it was really interesting.
I didn't know that ranch hand got murdered.
Yeah, there are so many characters in that whole thing that definitely I think they covered or brought in to the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie, and I think that's just really cool.
Yeah.
But what else was there that I was gonna say too? I forget already.
I'm just the handsomest boy ever, and you could enjoy listening to me say it because you got to watch me.
It was just really interesting. I enjoyed it.
He's like, nope, not that asshole. Shout out to Christina, who is over there in YouTube as well. Says, howdy, y'all. Howdy. Thank you for joining us.
Awkward Artist Plays in response to how I am for dinner, or I'm what's for dinner, said, I come for the stories, but I stay for the always. 75% are stories, 25% drinking, and getting distracted by chat.
Pretty much. Emma says, hello. It's been forever since I've been on a Tuesday stream. We're happy to have you here, Emma.
It seems like the whole stash thing is a little mix. You know?
I'm good. That's a good thing, though. It should be mixed, and then you guys can see who finishes as a stream boss, and then that person will tell me what to do. Brittany says, ooh, what does Robin think of the stash?
I don't mind it. It's a little long right now. I think he needs to trim the lip area.
It is a little long. But, it's a cookie duster right now because it hangs over.
Duster?
So.
What the fuck is that?
That's what I've always heard them called when they hang into your mouth. Vivian says, you guys should do an episode on imaginary friends, specifically the not-so-benevolent ones. That would be fun to do. We always ask for people to send us their
always send us your imaginary friend stories because those are so interesting to me because I never had one. And so when people send us stories of their brothers or sisters or whatever having imaginary friends, it always is interesting to me.
Because then you realize they didn't have a brother or sister and you're like, what? Imaginary friendception.
Anyway, Laura Ann says, it was pretty freaking hilarious watching you get waxed.
It's pretty fucking painful. Jay Valor says, our teepee is in the linen closet outside the bathroom. I've shouted for my husband in the middle of the night sometimes. Outside the bathroom is a lot different than inside the bathroom. Vivian says, if I'm close to a roll of teepee, I have been known to do a mud run. Okay, there you go.
I What's Dinner says, are we all strapped on today?
Dude, when she said that last, I'm like, I'm not taking out the fucking episode. Immediately, I'm like, it's staying in the episode.
Oh, I mean, I was watching 50 Shades. And
they don't even have strap-ons in that movie.
No, they
said
don't.
It yourself.
They don't. But I feel like maybe my mind is just like, I don't know. And then my aunt posted on Patreon. She's like, hey, Adam, what's your favorite 50 Shades? And I told Adam, I was like, I know which one your favorite 50 Shades is.
2.
It's the second one.
Darker. God, those movies suck. Vivian says, question of the week, if you could have one exotic pet, could be extinct, illegal, or imaginary, what animal would you want?
Adam always wants a dragon.
I want a fucking dragon, but I don't want just like a regular dragon. I want like the intelligent dragons that can speak and polymorph into human form.
So you want the one from like the Lord of the Rings?
No,
or the Hobbit or whatever?
No.
Smaug?
I don't think he polymorphs. I want the one like from World of Warcraft because I'm a huge fucking nerd.
Oh, the one in Merlin? There's a dragon in Merlin?
Never seen Merlin. What? Oh my god,
It's
you've
so
never seen this
good.
horrible show that only ran for 2 seasons? How? And Emma also said a dragon immediately. Ow.
Let's see. The Fancy Iguana says, my dad has his own plumbing business that I help run. Sometimes I feel he is straight robbing people with the prices. So I feel you on rather having a ghost than bad plumbing. That's so fucking funny.
It's a very high-paying trade, that's for sure.
Perlar says, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do concerning the toilet paper.
You mud butt it to a roll. Like, what are you going to do if you're alone?
Faison says, I just shower when that happens.
Really? You don't even...
I can't do that. Because then it's like...
We live in a desert. We can't do that.
But like, so you take a shower and then you get to your butt, but then you're going to use your hand on your butt and you're just going to get shit all over your hand. It's just...
Do you take a full shower or is it just a mud butt shower? You're just cleaning off the mud butt? Because now I just have so many questions. Do you have the detachable thing or are you like aiming for... Okay, we're going to move on. It's easier. You can like grab the thing and bring it to your butt. I get that. But if it's like you're trying to have like the shower head, which is really far away, spray down and like adjust yourself. Okay.
Awkward Artist Play says, just spread your cheeks and waddle, guys.
Yep. Yeah.
Squidward's Poppy says, she/her, would grab it myself if I knew it was in the room with me. Cat Beatrix would just jump in the shower. The Fancy Iguana says, Team Mud Butt.
Team Mud Butt.
Okay. Squidward's Poppy says, would also use paper towels if available.
We don't keep paper towels in the bathroom.
We don't use them in the bathroom, but I would do that too. If I had it available, I would use a paper towel instead. Yeah, you just chuck it in the trash instead of the toilet.
So the trash smells like shit then. That's gross.
Okay, as a girl, you throw worse stuff in there.
That's true. Emma says, at Vivian, what about you in regards to what animal they'd want? Christina says, maybe a seal. Emma changed their answer to air bison. I've never heard that before.
Cat Beatrix says, I would prefer a bidet instead of having to take a full shower.
Oh my god, a bidet would be so fucking nice.
I want a bidet.
We are this close to putting a bidet on every toilet in this house.
Because when we went to Japan, dude, it was the greatest
Cleanest
fucking thing
ass
of all time.
all
Oh my
trip.
gosh.
You could eat. Oh,
there was only
I was gonna say you could eat off my ass.
There's one bathroom the entire trip that was so fucking disgusting, and it was the only one that didn't have bidets, and it was the one when we were leaving Tokyo Station to get to the airport.
I didn't check for the bidets for that one, but that was the one where the old man walked into the bathroom and he had his dick out before he got past the sinks.
Yeah.
He just took his dick out like heading towards the urinal and just like, yeah, everyone move. Like, I'm peeing. It was gross. Vivian says, I want a Galapagos Galapagos tortoise. I would put a saddle on it and ride it around town. I don't think you'd be moving that fast. Jay Valor says, instead of 50 Shades, you should watch the movie The Secretary. 50 Shades is a total rip from that.
So,
I think it's just called Secretary.
It's called Secretary.
Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader.
And James Spader, when he's super, super duper young.
Yeah.
My friend told me that I should watch that too. And I just have it, like, she lent it to me and I had it for weeks, I feel like. I just never stuck it in. No, I never.
She never strapped it on to watch.
I just never put it in the DVD player to watch. But
We've heard that
really
recommended.
want to.
I've seen some scenes in it before, and I've been like, okay, this is like softcore porn. Vivian says, maybe work at children's parties, but instead of pony rides, you give tortoise rides. It's funny. Eric says, I want a chow from the Sonic Adventure series. That's hilarious. Emma said, "Sorry, Adam. It's okay. You can switch your answer. You don't have to get a dragon just because I want one. As long as that doesn't mean that I don't get a dragon, I'm fine with it."
I'm Beef Trainer says you can use a sink spray thing as a bidet and install it in your toilet, apparently, and it's cheaper than a bidet.
The bidets are pretty cheap nowadays, though.
I don't know.
Now
maybe pre-COVID.
No, they're still pretty cheap. I checked.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Emma says, from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That makes sense. I've never seen it.
Awkward Artist Plays says the pervy ghosts haven't had any action since they were alive. They just want some pee.
Wow. Gross. Emily says, my grandmother got her tumors removed. Sorry, I am late. We're happy your grandmother got her tumors removed. That's awesome. A good thing. Brittany
Ori
says,
said,
I grabbed the roll if it's close. We're pretty close to getting a bidet, though. So I'm not crazy
Ori
here.
said, had a rough day, but managed to make a good dinner and folded some laundry. Small victory. Life is all about small victories.
It's true.
One of the YouTubers that I love to follow, Simon and Martina, I fucking love them. But Martina has a chronic illness, and her, I don't know, life mantra is build a ladder. So every day you just take one step, and you take one step, and you take one step to get through your day. And you don't think about everything that you have to do in one day. It's just the small victories build up until, you know, you get through whatever it is you have to get through. So I think, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's kind of like baby steps from What About Bob?
Never seen it.
Those who know.
Awkward Artist Play says, speaking of Adam's personal channel, go follow Malum. Maylum. That's Adam's Twitch channel. He plays video games. Laura Ann says, I saw you named your characters after Spooky Friends. He played XCOM this past week.
So many people died this weekend.
Yeah, he even named one after Carly,
Carly B.
Who is one of the
OGs.
Biggest, one of the original Spooky Friends. And she's the one that created our Discord. And she's really one of the people that started a lot of
She lasted one mission and she was dead, man.
Oh, God.
It was weird. Like, my high percentage shots, it's a game where, like, you can line up shots and it'll tell you, like, you have an 82% chance to hit. And I had, like, 2 or 3 missions in a row where no matter how high the shot was, unless it was above 90, everything was missing. And all the low percentage shots from the enemies were just fucking critical hits, blowing people's brains out. We lost a lot of good soldiers last night.
Actually, Faison said, vengeance for my XCOM soldier.
That's so funny.
I'm Serena says, wish I could watch Malum streams. They seem fun. Perlar says, I can't drink due to medications. Y'all drink for me. I will drink for you right now.
I will drink for you right now as well. Brittany says, that's great, Emily, in regards to the tumors getting removed. Vivian says, Adam, don't crush my tortoise dreams because I was saying tortoise rides might be slow. Emily says, what did I miss? Because you came in during an ass-wiping conversation and personal pets.
Laura Ann says, hashtag trim the stash. Actually, Faison says, hashtag shave the stash, but only a little.
We have had 2 drinks redeemed, one 11 seconds ago and one 3 seconds ago. Let's go ahead and knock those out.
What? Really?
Yup, really. I'm not just making shit up for funsies.
Oh, wow.
Cheers. Oh my god, this thing is so much fucking Fireball.
I watched him make it, and I was like, dude, what the F? Because it's before he puts a lot of ice in there. And it was like halfway up the cup of Fireball.
50-50 is the ratio. The proper ratio for a Coke to brown booze drink is 50-50.
I literally wanted to just
gross as fuck.
Because just, I can't even.
Emma says, Air Bison seem more like caring and loyal companions, plus they can fly too. So that's
And What's for Dinner says, change the stash to a beard.
I mean, if I shave it, I'll probably grow a beard back in, so good to know. All right, let's keep scrolling through these. Grandma's at home resting. Emily can't stay long. Well, thank you for stopping and letting us know, Emily.
Awkward Artist Play says, if you keep an intelligent being as a pet, that's just slavery. Is true.
See, I wouldn't really think that my dragon would be a pet. It would be more like a companion, because it knew it could kill me and fuck off whenever it wanted to. So I would just like want to plot stuff with it, because they always seem quite devious and interested in the intricacies of like human politics and always fucking around. So I'd be like, this would be really cool. Like, this guy could be my bro until I basically would be his pet, is what I'm saying. I would be his dog.
I'm Beef Trainer says, if I could have any exotic animal as a pet, I think I would go with a griffin or a hippogriff. Yeah,
they both seem dangerous, but if they're like loyal, that'd be sweet.
Griffin is like what you can fly in World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah, it's a Griffin McElroy. Hippogriffs can fly too.
Yeah, but
they're just different breeds of like
I think
flying fantasy creatures.
Hippogriff seems a little bit more scary because you have to bow to it before you ride it.
That's just Harry Potter shit.
But
I've never bowed to a hippogriff in World of Warcraft. Just where I get all of my information from.
Anyway, I don't know what I would want if I could have any animal. I would have a unicorn. I think a unicorn would be cool because I can cut it and drink its blood and live forever. JK, LOL. No, that's more Harry Potter stuff.
That's pretty fucked up. I'm going to go ahead and read the dirty joke of the week, which just came from What's for Dinner. Why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put the wrong socks on. That's really gross. Thank you for that. But hey.
Oh, I get it. I was like, wait, I don't get it.
Socks have
but now I
jizz in
get
them
it.
when you
Yeah,
put
I
them
got
on.
it.
Yep.
Yuck. Yeah, I don't know. I
That's
like
so fucking gross.
Imaginary fantasy animals. I don't even know what I would want.
You're my fantasy animal.
Wow. Jeez. Okay.
Shannon says, I want a western hognose snake, and I'd name her... How the hell do you say this? Tteokbokki? Tteokbokki.
Dokboki?
Duck
Like
bicky.
the food? The Korean food?
Perhaps. Emily says, oh, I have a kawaii hamster. That's named Robin, I'm pretty sure. I am caught up with my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and adjust
says,
my
the answer is
screen
always dragon. The type of dragon that's in the Aragon books. Have you ever read the Aragon
I've not.
books?
I've bought them
really fucking
and
good.
lost them.
Oh, you stupid asshole.
I bought the first one, I should say. I'm not a stupid
Aragon's
asshole.
really
You're a
good.
stupid asshole.
Let's see. Perlar says Secretary is wild as fuck from beginning to end. Oh, dear Lord. 911 girl says, don't watch 365 on Netflix. It makes 50 Shades look Oscar worthy. I saw that movie on Netflix because it keeps coming across my feed like, oh, you gotta watch this because apparently this chick gets put in with this dude. This dude's like, you have 365 days to fall in love with me or whatever. And it's just
I don't make love.
strange.
I fuck hard. The movie's so stupid. I just want to point out that we have someone in the channel named Cream Lord who just said crusty.
Ew.
So gross.
Oh man, because I've read the books too. I own the books, and I own like the Christian Grey.
Oh yeah, the different point of view ones
of the books. And
shout out to Cream Lord for following us. We
Thank
appreciate
you so
the
much.
follow.
One of the lines in the book is like,
"Gonna make you come like a freight train,"
and it's so. What?
I just can't understand it, man.
It's...
Like the when I saw someone like the commercial was like the worldwide sensation 50 Shades of Grey. I was like, what the hell is that? And I looked it up. I was like, so this was fanfic for Twilight that just had name changes and vampires removed. That everyone just like, yep, we're into this now. I couldn't believe it when that shit went down.
Squidward's Poppy says, y'all need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Please put it on. Seen it. That'd be cool. To do like
that would be really
episodes
cool.
For Scene Missing or something. We will get that podcast like posted sometime. I don't know.
All right.
You should post just one
episode 1
on Patreon.
Episode 0 technically. I agree. Okay.
Okay.
We're just chilling now. We are a spooky story podcast or true crime, so let's get back to it. I have my first one here. You need to stop. I need to mark it too. Oops. 2 scoops of oops. That was almost bad. You ready? Are you still reading? Stop reading.
Oh, sorry. It's just fucking
funny. Holy shit.
Okay, go.
All right, so I'm going to move into my first story of the evening, and the email is called Website Submission. That's not really what it's called. The subject is Telepathic Doll Can Share on Pod, and it's from Amber. It starts out like this. So this is a story from when I was about 5 or 6 years old. My mom and I met up with some weird guy that my mom was friends with at the time. His mother had passed away recently, and he was selling/giving stuff away from her house. My mother, being one to love rummaging through people's shit, was like, hell yeah. So we get there and the guy tells us that there's no electricity in the house and busts out some flashlights. That is just not starting out well. We walk in the house and the first thing I notice is an upside down cross on the wall.
Big old nope. Why is there...
Even at a very young age, I instantly felt like something was wrong. I looked at my mom, noticing it too, and she became uneasy as well. He then proceeded to take us up to the upstairs/attic. The guy is in front, then my mom, then me. As soon as my mom stepped on the second step, she almost fell backwards on me. She grabbed her chest and said she felt like something just went through her. At this point, she was getting really freaked out, and so am I. So he hurried up and grabbed some of the boxes he has and loaded them up and left.
I feel like it's a bad idea to take stuff from there now.
Right.
Because it's just bad
It kind of feels like it was like, leave my shit alone. Don't touch my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But, okay, let's keep going and see what happens. Once we get home, I remember being in my room and going through the boxes. We open up this box, and the first thing we see is a rat doll in an apron that looks pretty old and tattered.
So
I wonder if it's a rat doll or a ratty doll. I'm curious about that.
Okay. Because I was going to say, there are people out there, taxidermists, who do create dolls from animals like that.
Like the guy in Dinner for Schmucks?
Yeah. That movie is cute, by the way. I just love Steve Carell. I think he's funny.
I agree.
But there are people out there that do create adorable dolls using animals. And I've seen ones that are rats, and they put them in cute little, like Lolita dresses and Gothic Lolita dresses. They're so cute. I don't know.
Okay, so there's this doll. You ready to keep going?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's a rat doll or a ratty doll or whatever.
Whatever you want to picture in your mind's eye, go ahead and picture it, and we'll just keep moving forward. That goes for everyone else as well. I simply toss it and look for a few more things. Next thing I come across... Okay, fuck. This is all fucked up. Fuck. It's a lot of fucks. Next, I come across a Raggedy Ann type doll. I got really excited and wanted to keep her. So just an FYI before I move on with this, the Raggedy Ann doll is what the actual doll was that is Annabelle. It wasn't like some porcelain doll or some really fancy doll that was made. It was actually a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to keep going. So my mom washes her up and lets me have her. In the following days, my mom kept feeling like the doll wanted to be named, so she told me to give the doll a name. And I settled on Sarah. Sarah has an H. I know that's important to girls that are named Sarah about whether or not their name has an H. After I named her, my mom said that she instantly felt like it made the doll happy. As time went on, I stopped playing with her because I became bored with her. My mom swears the doll was draining her energy, and we both actually started having nightmares.
It's just when they walked into the house and they had bad vibes, it's just such a bad idea that they took anything from there.
Cursed items, man.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Nope. That's why I don't want to go to estate sales sometimes when I'm really scared of just bringing something home that could be really bad, you know?
Yeah, you just never know, dude. All right, I then didn't even want the doll in my room. Some days my mom would put her in the window to have her look out because she said she felt like it told her to. Anyway, this creepy-ass doll was running our household, so my mom finally has enough and feels like this doll for sure has a spirit in it and needs to be destroyed or something. She tells my grandmother, who is deeply religious, and she agrees something needs to be done, so she prays over us and our house and then takes it with her. To this day, she never told my mom what she did with it. My mom has told this story many times, probably because that's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to her. It sounds pretty weird and made up, but I definitely remember that house vividly and the doll too. Anyways, thanks for letting me have somewhere to share my homegrown horror. Keep on creeping on, Amber. Well, thank you for sending that in, Amber. It's nice to know that there was someone that did swoop in and save the day, and it was Grandma in the long run. Because I think we all need someone to handle our cursed objects for us, and hopefully the old folks out there know enough about it to be like, yeah, I'll fix this shit, no problem, we'll be right over there. It's like they ride in on a white horse and take the evil away. Or maybe the doll possessed your grandma and you never knew, and like your grandma's been trapped in the doll, and now the doll is trapped in your grandma. I'm just saying, like, that would be a twist ending,
God.
right, if it's a horror movie. So.
Okay, thanks for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for sending that in. If you have any more, please send them our way. All right, so do you want to read more stream chat or run a 60-second ad?
Yeah, just run a 60-second ad.
Okay, I'm going to get the end of that sentence. What I'm going to wind up doing here in the near future is having a screen that just says, like, we'll be right back, and has like a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo that plays while we're on break, because some people get ads and some people don't. And while we're on that 60-second break and we're just bullshitting with the people who didn't get ads, I feel like we're leaving people out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'll eventually come down the road here. But for now, we'll see if you're one of the lucky people who winds up not getting ads. But we're going to take a quick minute-long break. Shout out to Valley Girls, who just resubscribed
Jake
for the
Reno
13th
also
month. Shout out to Jake Reno, who resubscribed for the 12th month in a row. I should say 12 month. I don't know if it was in a row.
Read their
Whatever.
message.
God damn it, Robin. You're such a pain in the ass. Jake Reno says, it's been a full year, and I love listening/watching you guys. Keep on creeping on. Robin could have totally read that message, but she's a pain in the ass. All right, we're going to a 60-second break. We'll be right back. And now we'll see which one of y'all got it and which one of y'all didn't.
I'm so gross right now.
I'm so
sweaty.
I'm so
and I'm
sweaty
wearing two
right
shirts.
now.
Look at this shit. What the fuck? Ugh.
I am too. Look at this.
Oh, twinsies! Twinsies! Because we're both wearing black shirts. Yeah!
Mine's a D&D shirt.
I just have boobs.
Nerd. I do too. Laura Ann says, take it off. So clearly Laura Ann didn't get commercials. Oh my god. I am really tired. The episode didn't go as long as it's gone before, but I still didn't go to sleep until like 4:30 last night.
Yeah,
Tuesdays are really rough days, man.
We finished recording last night at
3. Right on the dot for the witching hour.
Yeah, and our internet was down for so long yesterday, and it was such a struggle.
It came up for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was able to upload the episode, get it scheduled, and put it on Patreon all in that 30 minutes, and then it went right back down. And then it went down
again. And so
it was so
just
lucky.
Like, what? Ugh. Anyway.
I feel like I willed it to happen. Actually, Faison says 100% success on no ads. Congratulations. We're proud of you. Cream Lord says, ad-free bitches.
I What's for Dinner said, my mom had a Raggedy Ann and a Raggedy Andy doll when I was growing up, and they had their own little wooden rocking chairs.
Fuck that, dude.
Squidward's Poppy says, please tell me the rocking chair moved on its own. I What's for Dinner also says, dude, our house is haunted as fuck. What if it was all just the dolls?
Dude.
I mean, Chucky freaks me out. The idea of Chucky just freaks me out. The fact that this murderer, right?
His soul
goes into this doll. It's just so weird.
But dolls, I mean, it's not like that doll has supernatural abilities, and he typically carries around a knife. I don't understand why more people didn't just stomp the fuck out of that Chucky doll.
Sacred Infinity says, hello, CJ.
What up, Sacred? We got to play some more Modern Warfare because we definitely did well.
And
they didn't nerf my Growl. They said they nerfed my Growl, and I was watching a bunch of pros play today, and that thing is not fucking nerfed. It is OP as fuck still.
Totally want to play with CJ again. I think that was one of the best rounds. Because did we get a chicken dinner that night?
We got a second place and then a chicken dinner the next time.
So I totally want to play again.
It looks. By the way, when I stream, Robin a lot of times joins in. We play Modern Warfare together. So Fancy Iguana redeemed a drink while we were reading through that story. So let's go ahead and do that. You're gonna cheers me. Or you're gonna just leave me hanging. Oh. The shit is just so fucking...
Well, use your little sword thing.
I just stirred it.
Oh, okay.
It's delicious. Not really. It is nice, though, because the ice is starting to melt, so it's really balancing it out. Shannon says, because those snakes are cute in response to the snakes that they wanted.
It's because...
and thick and shortish, just like cylindrical rice cakes.
I heard that those
Titikabaki.
Snakes... Oh, tteokbokki, yeah.
I'm so glad you can pronounce it.
It's the stuff that I get at the Korean market where it's those little white rice cakes in the red sauce.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. That makes sense because they're short and stibby. I got you.
And
Emma says watch Avatar, but watch the show, not the movie.
I think those snakes too like to play dead, so they'll flip upside down if they're scared.
Really? It's adorable. Emma says the movie is a disgrace. Emily says, I would have a snake, but my mom hates them. That's understandable. There's a lot of people out there who don't like them.
I'm What's for Dinner says, I think she still has those dolls stored somewhere. No thanks.
Hopefully in a bottomless pit somewhere in the desert. Shannon says, hee hee, my fiance hates them too, but I'll just keep her hidden in my pockets when he's around. That's hilarious. Emily says, I had a Living Dead doll and had lots of nightmares, LMAO. That's a Living Dead doll right there, which was given to us by Brittany.
Yeah.
At the Winchester family meetup.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And then Ralph got us this doll in the village that was right near the Island of the Dolls when he went down to Mexico.
And we totally want to do another event like that sometime in the future. Because
essentially when we won't give you guys COVID and when you won't give it to us.
When it's safe to travel again. We really want to do another meetup like that because we had so much fun meeting a whole bunch of different spooky friends and spending time with them.
That's the picture right there.
We have a picture of us with all the spooky friends that showed up, and it was so fun and cool to get to know you guys and get to know your stories and reasons why you were there.
It was so cool. It was really cool. It was surreal seeing people that we had like seeing Sam. It's like, here's one of our first people that ever listened to our show that was from the Isle of Man, who now lives in Reno, who's now married to someone that they met through the show, which is Andrew. It was
it's super so cool. And it was just really neat to spend time with you guys. We had dinner with you guys. It was so cool. We got to film a little short story time with everyone.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was so neat. That short story time too is a Patreon exclusive, right? So if you guys want to watch it, you're gonna have to be a patron and you can go watch it over there.
It's somewhere there. Emily says Sarah in a sassy Adam voice. I don't know how my sassy voice goes, but it crops up every now and then. Emily says, set the fucking doll on fire, please. Excuse me, ducking doll on fire, please. It's hilarious.
Cat Beatrix says, I don't know how you're still functioning if you went to bed so late. I'd be so delirious and or crying and want to set everything on fire.
I took a little nap at 2 o'clock when my lunch break was.
What's funny is that I hadn't been sleeping. Like that night before, I couldn't sleep at
all night, dude.
And then last night, he was like, are you tired yet? And I'm like, oh, no, not really. And
no,
it was
not really. It's 4 in the
morning. But I crashed and I closed my eyes. And when I woke up, it was fucking like 11:30 or something like that. So it was a good thing I stayed up all that time because I needed to find a way to sleep because I was not sleeping. Anyway.
Emily says, I finally watched Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. LMAO, I don't know what that is. I figured Robin might.
Hanako-kun?
Hanako-kun? Emma says, y'all should sing the background music for that screen, LOL. It would just be super creepy, like Cable Guy when he puts him on hold. It's like, hang on, I need to put you on hold. Oh,
God. Sacred Infinity said, I subbed, but it didn't go. That's annoying.
That is super annoying.
Valley Girl says, I still say Ren Fair meetup in Texas. That'd be so fun. And What's for Dinner says, we're so going to have a PA meetup, pants optional.
Wow. Vivian says,
Laura Ann said possible Pennsylvania meetup location would be Eastern State Penitentiary Tour. That would be
terrifying.
Cool. It would be so cool. I want to do one where we go to Alcatraz. I think that would be super fucking cool. There's just so many. Been
trying to say this one 3 times. Vivian says, it's getting hot on here, so take off all your clothes. Robin says that every time I say out loud, I'm hot, she instantly fucking says that.
Glitch says, bring the chainmail thongs and foxtails.
Wow. Emily says, I simp for y'all. What does simp mean? Can someone tell me? What? SIMP? Simp?
I don't... Someone explained it to us a couple streams ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
Yes,
I think it's something
did.
else.
Where they compliment a streamer or a YouTuber or whatever so that they'll notice them.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I don't know.
You don't need to do that. Christina says, the person who... Because we noticed you anyways. The person who recently posted the haunted doll video on Facebook succeeded in scaring the fuck out of me. I ended up jumping and throwing my phone across the room at the end of the video. Here's the thing about that haunted doll video, is that so many of them are set in really weird positions, which they would only be put there deliberately, which hides something that could turn their heads or make them move. And so there's only a couple of them on there that I actually found very creepy. The rest of them I was like, fake.
So my friend Rothman, he posted something to the Facebook group, I think, a while ago. I want to say maybe 2 years ago. And
it's a while. Oh my God. Holy
shit. It was
Zaboomafoo.
It was the Zaboomafoo thing, but it was like he made it so scary in the beginning where I didn't want to listen to it. And I didn't want to watch it because I was so scared.
So I watched it, and it was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
It was like, if you listen to this recording
actual
of an
ghost
episode,
caught on Scaryish Live.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to watch it. And it was just a Zaboomafoo thing. It was so funny.
He photoshopped Zaboomafoo on my shoulder. It was really good. How do I... Leonan, Texas? Leinad, then capital TX.
Lena D, Texas.
I know I've said your name before. I just always forget because I'm terrible. But they say, hi guys, hope all is well. All is well. Thank you. And we hope all is well with you as well.
Hello, Radio Man. Thank you for joining us.
Emily says, some people say if you are restless, someone is dreaming about you. It's usually me.
I don't know who would be dreaming. Okay, thank you.
Jay Valor says, Texas Renaissance has a ghost walk too.
Ooh.
Interesting. There's been dozens of deaths out there. Christina says, if you go to San Francisco, check out the San Francisco Dungeon. That sounds very 50 Shades like.
Glitch says, we have to go to the Goatman's Bridge and make it Spooky Fan Bridge. I don't want to take it from the Ghoul Boys. They're so funny.
That's funny.
I just love them. Ulri says, humble request from Ulri about the videos posted to the Facebook group. Please stop doing jump scares. Please, please, please.
Yeah, they are kind of annoying.
They are kind of...
I keep everything on mute when I watch it the first time.
Yeah, I put everything on mute because I don't want to see it. Like, I will watch it and have it be on silent because then I'm not scared. It's the screaming part that people put in there that freaks me out, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get into my next story.
All right, I will mark it. Go ahead.
Sorry, I have to find it.
Holy shitballs. Don't. Ow. Oh, yeah. We're halfway through. As of right now, I'm What's for Dinner is going to be able to decide whether or not I shave the stash or whether or not I save the stash. So whoever Stream Boss is at the end of this episode will determine the fate of my mustache. Just a reminder, it looks like 300 HP left for I'm What's for Dinner.
All right. So this next email is from Alicia, and it's titled, A Few Stories About Living in a Haunted Warehouse. All right.
Interesting.
It goes, Hi, spooky friends and mom.
Hello.
A few months ago, me, my 2 kids, and our pets moved into the warehouse of the company I work for. After a few rough years, this is the first real, quote-unquote, on our own house. I didn't think one single time about all the stories of sitting at work. Sitting? Hold on, let me start that over. I didn't think one single time about all the stories of sitting at work and hearing footsteps or voices.
Holy shit.
I was too proud of the fact that I was finally able to provide for my kids on my own. That's an awesome feeling.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
It is a badass feeling, so we move in and things are okay. It's quiet, feels calm. First place in years that has felt like home. And peace. A few weeks go by and I'm doing laundry. Okay, back up. My house is a full-size, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment that is inside a warehouse that takes up a full city block.
Wow.
We keep our work trucks in there overnight, and it's our workshop. My place is off in the corner, and from the warehouse looking at it, it just looks like the corner of a room that has been boxed in. My washer and dryer are outside of my apartment, but inside the warehouse. So I'm doing laundry one Sunday morning and hear a stomp and then a shuffling sound. My heart stops. I nope out, go to my room, and watch cartoons for a few hours.
Wow.
Get my courage up and try again.
It sounds like a ghost doing the electric slide. That's where my head went to first.
How does the electric slide go?
It's just like the Cupid Shuffle.
Oh.
It's like the same thing, just a different beat.
Okay. I go out and hear nothing, so I start to move laundry again. And then stomp and shuffling. Again, I nope right the fuck back to my room and decide laundry can wait until my kids come home for the evening. Oh man, so you're by yourself. There's like no way. Like, I wouldn't want to do that either. I would hide.
I would send my kids to go investigate when they got home.
So I wait, and when kids are home, I go back out and hear it again. But it's close, like really, really close to me. I run in, and my daughter is right by the door, so I say, there's a ghostie out there that wants my attention, and he's freaking me out. My daughter shakes her head and says, it's not mad, and goes back to her room.
Wow.
Now I'm mad. I've spent all day being scared, and my housework isn't done, so I go back out. He stomp shuffles again, only this time right into my son's drum set, which made me almost cry, and then I see it. It's a motherfucking bat. I nope the fuck out funny. So fucking fast. Bats freak me out big time. I closed the door, cried a little bit, and then got big leather gloves and went back out to get this dumbass back to a safe spot and hopefully back to leaving me alone. It took me about 45 minutes to talk myself into walking up to it, and then I finally did. I realized it was a little black bird stuck to a glue trap. That sucks. I took him in, freed him, washed him up, and set him free the next morning. So maybe the place isn't haunted after all.
Haunted by birds trapped in glue traps.
A few weeks ago, I'm out in the warehouse doing laundry again, and I swear, it sounded like a baby cry. My heart dropped. I went back inside, and thankfully my daughter was home, so I asked her to come help.
Your daughter seems like the brave one in this equation, I'm just saying.
She came out and said there was nothing here, and then we both heard it. And then something fell, so my daughter goes to the noise. She's fearless. I followed, and we found nothing. So we go back in and started messing around in the kitchen. The door there leads to the warehouse, and while we were cooking, we hear a small knocking on the door. Kind of scratching-ish. So daughter says, let him in.
Whoa.
No.
Never give that thing permission to get inside your house.
I opened the door while we're cooking. Wait, never mind. Sorry, I made a mistake. I opened the door, and a cat, a huge beat up, a huge fucking bleh.
That sounds like a really big cat.
A huge beat all up orange cat who's being fostered and cared for and is almost better now came walking in, looked at me, tried to meow, but sounded like a little baby whine.
Aww.
That's so cute. Anyway, the place still doesn't seem haunted, right? Just like I'm a giant chicken who lives with Snow White.
That's funny.
My daughter is a night owl, so she was up making a snack in the kitchen around 3 a.m. the other night and said someone knocked on the door. I said, what the fuck? She said, yeah, it freaked me out, but he was just lost, so I didn't open it. She then went back to her room with her snack.
What the fuck?
And yes, she came to my room at 3 a.m. to wake my chicken ass up and tell me, hope you enjoyed that. That was such a good email. I think that's really creepy that your daughter was like, they were just lost, so I didn't open the door. Like,
who gets lost in a warehouse?
In a warehouse? Creepy.
Like, yeah, it's a huge warehouse, but still, who the fuck gets lost in a warehouse? That is scary, man.
That is super scary.
Your daughter, however, is a badass, and I'm pretty sure that she will eventually one day take over the world with that fearless attitude.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's some crazy stories. It's always funny to hear coincidental stories where it's like, I was really terrified, and then I realized there was a perfectly rational explanation for it, because they're just so funny.
Yeah.
So thank you for sending that in. We appreciate you sharing with us some embarrassing moments of you being scared and your daughter being awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Everyone needs someone like that in their life that's just fearless.
Right. Or at least brave enough to do what they won't do. They don't have to be fearless, but just braver than you. So we all need that one person. I actually like...
You also need that one person that's slower than you come the zombie
when
apocalypse.
the zombies show up. My friend had a bat in his garage when we were in like 8th or 9th grade. And we went and told his parents, and they're like, deal with it. Like, you're old enough now. It's your responsibility to get it out of the garage. So we wound up putting on like hockey masks and like ponchos for rain. And every time the bat, because the garage was really low, so every time the bat would fly around our heads. We'd freak out and run inside. It took us like 3 hours to get the bat out of the fucking garage, but it definitely reminded me of that when you brought up the bat. So
that's funny.
Thank you so much one last time. All right, let's look over to Stream Chat and see what you wonderful folks had to say.
Glitch says, I just post funny pictures in the Facebook page, like I want to believe. Valley Girl says, same Robin, I'm like a damn cat. Valley Girl says, hashtag team keep the stash. I'm What's for Dinner goes, I have no money to heal myself, nobody donate.
Oh my god. Emily says, anyone else watched Has Been Hotels, Hazbin? I always look at Robin because I'm like, you watch all these things.
I've heard of Tokyo Hotel.
Probably the same thing, right?
No, they're a German band. Like a...
Tokyo Hotel is a German band?
Yeah.
So confused.
Tokyo Hotel.
Just like, who was it? BTS came out with a new song?
That's in Japanese.
That's in Japanese.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, your K-pop shit's on. And I put it on. She's like, this is Japanese. I was like, I hate it! Christina said, Adam, get your mind out of the gutter. I don't know what I said, but I'm sure that it was inappropriate. Jay Valor says, hashtag ride the stash. Ooh. Vivian says,
what the fuck?
I don't like jump scares because they don't scare me. They startle me. There's a difference. It could be an adorable baby eating ice cream. It will still make me jump. That's funny. Emma bailed on us to go eat dinner. Says bye and see y'all Saturday unless I make it back in time for marbles. Bye, Emma. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for abandoning us.
I'm What's for Dinner says I am hashtag trim the stash and grow a beard.
Fair enough.
Roll
says, is this live? Is it recorded? I'm not sure. LOL.
This is live right now. So
we don't check the stream chat while we're reading the stories.
Yes.
We do it in between the stories.
Yes.
So.
La 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 la.
Jay Valor answered, it's live. And Raul goes, cool. Hey everyone. Hello.
Valley Girl says, I've watched it. It's interesting, but they haven't come out with anything other than the pilot on YouTube. That's the hotel thing.
Right. Baskin Hotel.
Has been hotel.
Oh, I like Baskin Hotel. That's where Carol Baskin gets her own hotel.
Oh, God, shut up.
It's a joke. Perlar says, I'm old enough to remember Tokyo Hotel.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Wow. I like how excited Robin got there for that.
There's a song called Ich bin ich, okay? And it's like,
does that mean I am.
Yeah. So my sister's like, she's took German in high school and college. So when I told her like, oh yeah, there's this band and this is one of their songs, and she goes, that's grammatically incorrect.
Well, obviously.
And I'm just like, that's not the point. She's just so funny. Anyway, I used to listen to so much weird stuff when I was younger. Lots of emo music. Like I posted a link in our Discord to a song by Nightmare of You, which is such emo music.
Oh yeah, when you were like, I'm feeling like old school emo right now.
Yeah, and that's just what I used to listen to, and just, oh my god.
It's so hot in here.
I'm What's Strange says, Du Hast. That's also Rammstein.
Yeah,
different German
I know
band.
Rammstein.
Yeah, I used to listen to so much stuff.
Vivian says, I'm playing Minecraft in creative mode, and I'm building an entire town. There are apartment buildings, a bakery, a library, a butcher, an aquarium, and I'm currently building an archery barn. Also, the town is in the sky.
Oh, cool.
Good update. Thank you for that.
Merlin Valor says, I'm old enough to have met them at San Japan when I worked for Funimation.
Get the fuck out.
Shut
you
up!
worked for Funimation? That is
What?
awesome.
Adam, like, it is, like, all about Funimation right now. They have...
kind of. I'm about hating Funimation right now.
Well, there's a little online convention that they're doing.
Oh, yeah. There's an online convention, Funimation something.
So,
I think it's just, like,
it's
Funimation
just called
Con 2020.
something like that.
No, I'm all about hating them right now because I'm watching DBZ Abridged on YouTube again, which is the fan dub
of...
where they just,
Dragon Ball Z.
cut out so much shit from Dragon Ball Z, and
just watch Dragon Ball Z.
They were near the end of the Cell Saga when I think they got their cease and desist letter, and they're just so funny. So, Perlar says Moon Soon is a good song. Is that true? Can you concur?
What?
Moon Soon is a good song.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Raul says shout out to my girlfriend Dolce, who is currently binge listening and is currently on episode 10. She is obsessed with you guys. That's good to know. Christina, I'm really happy that people actually listen to our shit still. Christina says, what's y'all's favorite anime? It's an excellent question.
My favorite anime.
Robin has seen so many more animes than I have.
I've seen a lot. And so it's really hard because there's ones that I love for nostalgia's sake, because it's just what I grew up on. But there are better ones than those. Like, I love Trigun. And that's just one that I always go to because it's one of the first ones I ever watched, that I sat down and I watched it every single week, because I don't count Digimon. You know, that's more of a cartoon than an anime, even though it is an anime, because I watched that every single week too. But Trigun's like my first adult anime, and that and Cowboy Bebop I watched, and those were my first ones that I like were my adult ones that weren't really kid themed. And there's just so many out there that are better. I don't know about Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop's one of the best.
Cowboy Bebop's amazing.
Yeah. But I do love those two.
I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of them. I've seen stuff that Robin watches, and I've seen some stuff from when I was a kid. But I mean, it's always going to be Dragon Ball Z for me.
Yeah.
Everything about Dragon Ball Z for me is like 8th grade through senior year in high school. Like, I loved every minute of it when Dragon Ball Super came back out. I didn't watch any of it until it was almost done, and then I fucking binged it. And it's really long, drawn out. It has tons of problems, but it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And I had someone in my personal stream like, Goku is a Mary Sue. And for those of you who don't know, Goku's the main character. Mary Sue is a reference to a character that's basically overpowered and can do everything. And I was like, how the fuck is Goku a Mary Sue when he instantly dies at the very beginning of the anime and proceeds to die in like every arc after that? So I'm just like, I disagree with you wholeheartedly on that. Just because he's an idiot and is super strong and winds up becoming a bad guy on accident doesn't mean he's a Mary Sue. So I could go on.
Awkward Artist Play says, what anime should I watch? I've seen Dragon Slayer, My Hero, and Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's pretty
Adam and I
sweet.
just finished season 1 of One Punch Man, and that one is so good.
I really like Attack on Titan, but I've only seen up to season 1. I haven't seen anything since.
Season 1. One Punch Man is really good. I have been watching Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba. That one's really good too.
What's the Fire Force one? Is it Fire Force?
It's just called Fire Force. Yeah, that one
was pretty good.
That one's all right. It's not one of my favorite ones, but Demon Slayer definitely is really good.
That's all right. It's not one of my favorites.
You haven't seen it yet.
I've seen you watch it. Chick has the bit in her mouth because she's a demon, like a bridle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And why?
That's all right.
Do you know why?
Okay. I mean, what do we mean?
Why did she have to have a muzzle like that?
Because she has like demon teeth and she'll like eat people, right?
So her brother is the one that takes her around everywhere.
I know, he carries her in the basket.
Trying to find a cure for her, but like they've made it so she sees humans as her family. So, or even is it demons too? There's one episode where she's like petting this other demon because she sees it as part of her family, and it's so cute, and it's just it's such a good show.
All right, I'm breaking in here to get through my YouTube chat really fast.
Okay.
Emily has to head out. Thank you for joining us, Emily. Shannon says, One Punch Man is the absolute best intro of any TV program ever. I think it's Attack on Titan, but One Punch Man is very close. And Jay Valor says, Goku is the Mary Sue. He's older than half the bitches out there. 89 for the win. He is not a Mary Sue. He is not overpowered. Everything out there can beat Goku through the whole fucking series, and he just manages to fall ass backwards into victories.
The thing that is stupid, though, about Saiyans is when they get beat to the brink of death,
and they
get
don't
stronger.
Die, they get significantly stronger.
So it's bullshit.
So if you don't kill him,
he's
going to get stronger. That's what it comes down to. So it's like, he loses a bunch throughout the show. Even in Super, he loses to Frieza and the Earth gets blown up, and he has to have someone else go and rewind time, and Vegeta has to wind up winning that battle. I'm just saying, like, he, yes, is an imbecile who's way too overpowered, but, like, there's so many things that look down on him that could destroy him in, like, the blink of an eye. So he's not really a Mary Sue. He's an idiot. And Mary Sues are, like, incredibly intelligent and overpowered and just do everything flawlessly.
Let's see. Merlin Valor says, Chris Aries, the voice of Frieza, is my ex-hubby. Love that man.
Get the fuck out of
here.
Shut up. You shut your mouth.
Why are you
right
listening
now.
to us?
Shut your
you sound way
mouth.
too cool for us. Anyway.
Frieza's such a great bad guy, too. On says, my best friend didn't consider DBZ an anime when I was in grade school, which is, it's something that people say because it's like everyone likes it, therefore it's not an anime. It's like, it's not how that works. Vivian said, bye, Emily. I'm so glad your grandmother's getting better. Shannon says to Vivian, the Minecraft town sounds amazing. Wish I had the patience. I'm trying to create a solid storyline in No Man's Sky right now, and I'm so emotionally invested. That's awesome.
Funny.
No Man's Sky has come a long way.
Glitch says Superman is a Mary Sue, just saying.
Superman is a Mary Sue because he was literally able to create powers up until he got nerfed in like 1986. However, since then, they literally said like, we're going to just go ahead and rewrite his origin story, and he no longer has like 90% of his powers.
I'm just like mind blown about what's going on in the chat right now because Merlin Valor and Valley Grills are somehow related, and they're figuring that
Get
out
the fuck
right
out
now.
of here.
What?
Also, Superman's no longer a Mary Sue. I don't know if you know this, but they've recently discovered that the powers he gathers from the sun is giving him radiation poisoning, which is slowly killing him. So the more he powers up from the sun, the more he dies.
What? They're like talking, and there's like, it's just, and Merlin Valor just goes, I'm totally married to him now, because, and what?
Married to who?
This person that they know each other through, I guess. I don't know.
Were you both married to the same person
No.
at the same time? Shout out to Chicka Chicka Boom Boom 18 who just resubscribed for the 11th
Thank
month.
you so much.
Brings down on What's for Dinner's HP to 90 hit points. That means 45 cents of a donation will defeat I'm What's for Dinner and take control of the battle for the stash. Will it be hashtag save the stash or hashtag shave the stash? We will find out at the end of the show.
And Laura Ann redeemed drink. So let's drink.
Cheers.
Oh, oop.
I gotta say, y'all, I'm so happy I have this fucking chair. I haven't showed it off too much yet, but it's not just a Secret Labs chair. It is
It's blocked by your mic.
You can see it.
It's a Targaryen chair.
It's the Targaryen chair. I can't turn all the way around, but there's a big Targaryen logo on the back, and there's like certain parts of the chair that's like, it looks like dragon scale, and there's an embroidery right here above my right shoulder that says fire and blood. So I fucking love this chair so much.
Glitch says don't forget that he kissed Lex Luthor and made them forget.
Yeah, that's like in the 80s yet again. Like, he has powers that he just randomly makes up. Like, his powers are to just create new powers. And, like, that shit's been retconned to death. When they did the New 52 for DC, they nerfed him even further. So, there's all these different kryptonites out there. We're going way too far off the rails, but each color kryptonite affects Superman in a different way. Some of them power him down. Some of them drive him crazy. It's a bunch of stuff. So, he has been nerfed quite a bit.
So, we're going to read our final email here.
I like how you move me forward, but I'm not allowed to do that. You twat. All right, let me scooch my window so that I don't see all the chat streaming by, because it can become distinctly distracting. All right. Mark it one more time. So I'm going to move on to the final story of the show, and this one's subject is more stories for you. I would also like to point out that this email is from my cousin Alexis. So thank you so much for listening to the show, supporting us, and sending in your stories yet again. And it starts out like this. Hello, Adam, Robin, and Auntie.
Hello.
Robin wasn't paying attention because she says Auntie because that's my mom, and my mom edits these. I have a few more stories you can read if you think they are show worthy. It is a bit long. No worries. I took a break from listening so I could binge during the summer. I'm on the Bachelor's Grove episode. Nice. So excited. Short story about this subject. We tried to get in there back in college. We used to quote unquote ghost hunt in college from 91 to 96. We piled into 2 cars, there were 6 of us, and drove around trying to find the entrance. We could not find it. It was nighttime and the guy who had been there before wasn't quite sure where the hidden entrance was located. We pulled over at one point to decide the next move, and lo and behold, a cop stops to talk to us. Oh shit. After the usual barrage of questions, he said he would take us in if one of my friends would go on a date with him.
Oh no, that's trashy shit.
I'm guessing it's wouldn't take us in if one of my friends would go on a date with him.
That's so... it's like a creeper thing.
That is a creeper thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just point your gun at them and be like, one of you is going to fuck me tonight. Like, that's like a step down from it,
that's
but it's
like,
still super creepy and abuse of your power.
Exactly.
Goes on to say, I definitely escalated it there, but it's creepy as shit. And he goes on to say, needless to say, we never got in there. My friend was married and declined the offer. I've heard this is the site for satanic cults and rituals. Also, there are stone figures that appear to move. At the time, the whole cemetery was outlined by trees, so it was not possible to see in there. And then it goes on to number these. 1. This happened the evening of December 9th, just a few days ago. We were watching a show on the computer, and the screen started to get skittish. It looked like 3 different buttons were trying to appear in rapid succession, as if someone was touching the screen on the lower left side repeatedly super fast. The computer screen is touch-enabled, but we were 6 feet or more away. I jokingly said to my husband, I wonder who's visiting, to which he responded, right before this happened, I saw orbs, very bright, and pointed to where he was sitting. We converted the spare bedroom into an office. I asked how many, and he said 2. Then I said I wondered who was with us. Once we moved the mouse on the computer, the anomaly stopped. This is the first time I've witnessed it, but it's not the first time it has happened. Ray said I should submit this to the show.
Nice.
Ray was right. Thank you for convincing my cousin to send that in, Ray. The following are from my young years. They all had something to do with my Oma and Opa's house on my mom's side, which was the place I stayed at most of the time. So this is number 2. Throughout my childhood, I would have dreams of being left behind. The dreams were similar with minor changes, but the same outcome. My grandparents and I were getting ready to leave on vacation. This sounds like Home Alone. Okay. The station wagon, in parentheses, keep in mind this was the early 80s, a Chevy Caprice Classic with front seat, back seat, and the third seat where I would lay and play during the trips, parked in the garage with the garage door open, and the door to the back of the car was open as well. All the suitcases would be packed up under the quote-unquote floor in the third seat or open trunk. I remembered needing to grab something inside the house. I ran into the house, the length of the 1-car garage, up 3 steps, opening the sliding door into the kitchen and through the kitchen, down the hall and back into the back bedroom, grabbing the item and then moving back through the house. This took all maybe of a minute or 2. It was as if I was in a movie being followed by the camera. When I returned to the garage, the car would be gone and the garage door still open. I never understood how this could happen since the house was small enough to hear the car starting. I would run out to the driveway and into the street to see not a damn thing. The car was nowhere to be found on the quiet street, and I was left standing alone, crying and apologizing, not knowing if I had done something to make them leave me. I would wake up crying.
Aww.
I'm sure this was my mind creating bad things because I was afraid of being left behind. This was the years following my parents' divorce, and I manifested the feelings into these horrible dreams. I think it's safe to say that I was terrified with these dreams at such a young age and was glad when they stopped. That's really sad.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. There is more to go. I just want to stop and say thank you for sharing that. So this next one is number 3, and it says, in my early teen years, I dream I could fly. This isn't scary, just really weird. Again, I'm at Oma and Opa's house. I'd be standing on the roof of their single-story brick-style house with a full basement. Side note for Robin, this was an awesome finished basement the size of the house. It had tile floor, partial bath, a liquor bar, my grandmother's beauty shop, a pool table, and 2 other rooms. It was laid out in such a way that I was able to roller skate there when I was younger. Hashtag basements rock, hashtag give basements a chance. Anyways, I digress. So while on the roof, there were others around me, some friends who were flying around the backyard, which had a 20-foot terrace and an above-ground pool with a sun deck. I would run a few steps and jump off the roof, gliding around the backyard. Every time I would land, I could feel the pain in my feet, literally, but I was unable to fly again. I would head back to the roof and jump, but could never regain flight during that dream. It was suggested that it was me trying to obtain freedom at the age I couldn't.
Aww.
I still can't explain why I'd feel the pain in my feet. That's interesting.
That's interesting.
So these are like filled with symbology right now.
It's like the pain in your feet's so strange because, I mean, there are things out there where it's like if you die in your dream, you die in real life.
Not true.
Which is not true. Adam covered that.
I've died in my dream. That's the only reason I say that.
Oh, okay.
Multiple times before. Unless this is hell. Which would make a lot of sense because of 2020. So.
I was thought.
But it's kind of heaven because I have Robin. But yeah, still.
No, I think that's really interesting.
Right, I do too. And there's more. Number 4. My best friend and I went to a small cemetery in Hobart, Indiana. It's my old stomping grounds. It's right around where I grew up. And we were working on photo assignments, so we decided to go at night. It was small, surrounded by trees and wrought and iron fencing. Luckily, it was off a side road. We parked a short walk from it to be off the road, and we were walking around trying to find what to shoot. Of course, this is with a camera, not with a gun.
Oh my fuck.
I did my images, and my friend was a bit away from me when out of nowhere I heard that oh-so-creepy sound of creaking metal. You know that sound, heard it in so many horror movies. It sounded like a creaking gate opening, not closing as I didn't hear the clank of a lock. So in my mind, I hear like...
Thank you
good?
for that. Yeah.
What's your sound like?
I don't know.
Gate.
All I can hear is, in movies when they want to do the sound of thunder, they have those big sheet metal things that they go. Yeah.
That's definitely not what a gate sounds like.
That's all I hear right now.
All right. I rushed over to my friend and asked her if she heard the sound, and she said no. She had a couple more images to take. I kept watch while she did. We left a few minutes later, and once we got down the road, all I heard from my friend is, by the way, I heard it too.
Oh, man.
Why would you say no out loud? Are you trying to deny the ghosts that you think made that sound the right to know they scared you? That's weird. At the expense of making someone who did hear it feel terrified. All right, number 5, possessed toys. We had 2 copies of a book that listed classic toys. Each of the toys on the cover had a noisemaker underneath the image and would make the corresponding sound. It was a fun book, but after a few years, it became its own type of quote-unquote fun. All we would have to do is walk past the book, and the doll sound would go off. It took a couple of times to figure out what the sound was and where it came from.
How do you not burn it?
Right? We tried to keep a light foot when we passed by this book. It didn't happen all the time, but enough times that when it happened, we would freak for a moment. It only happened with one of the books. The sounds finally died within the book, and we never had another occurrence.
Oh, good.
I feel like it has a battery in it, and I would take the battery out and see if the phenomenon would have persisted.
So our friends who are parents have a lot of, obviously, kids' toys.
Weird flex, but okay.
And they...
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And they were saying that a lot of toys these days have a mechanism in them that call the kids back to them.
It's like idle mode.
Yeah, so even though no one's... Is that fireworks?
There's fireworks going on outside.
So even though there's no one playing with it, it's trying to get the kid to come back and play with it.
Imagine if it's a clown doll and you put the clown doll away and it's not like in super off mode or batteries out. It has I can't remember what they call it, attract mode, where it's to try and get the kid to come back to it. That's my Krusty the Clown laugh, by the way. I hope you enjoyed that.
We got them a cat piano.
Because that's what you get a 1-year-old for his first birthday, is a piano that looks like a cat that just sings in chords. On so different great. Keys, I should say. It's so funny.
Yeah, we got them a cat piano, and they were saying that it would make noises
in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Like, meow.
Yeah.
Meow, I want your soul.
I just think that's so creepy.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah.
All right, and it's going to wrap up now. We're going to get to the end of this email. Suggestions for possible future stories. There are 2 houses in the Porter County area that I had heard were haunted with questionable histories Porter County is where I grew up, by the way. Since my researching stinks, maybe you would be able to find something on them. The first is Joseph Wolf Mansion in South Haven. I know where Wolf Mansion is. I drive past it all the time when I go see my grandparents when I'm back in the town. I've shown it to Robin multiple times. They actually filmed a movie there that it's like a low-budget film that one of my aunt's friends was in.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't find a whole lot on Wolf Mansion aside from a local article saying Wolf Mansion might be haunted. That's it. So
I think I tried to look into that one too.
Wolf Mansion has bare bones bullshit on it. I might group it into a topic one day where we just put 3 or 4 supposedly haunted houses all into one topic, but I've definitely heard of Wolf Mansion. The rumor I've heard was the original owner of the house murdered his family and hid their bodies in the carriage house. Last I tried to research years and years ago, I couldn't find anything. I don't know anything about the history except that it was horrible. Us ghost seekers tried to get into the house and asked the residents if we could tour, but the owners denied the request. Fun side note, the house was featured in a cheesy B movie named Bloodbath in Psychotown. I've seen this movie, Ketchup for Blood. Need I say more?
Oh
That's the
my
movie I was talking about.
gosh.
The other house is in the same area as Dewey House in Valparaiso. Valparaiso is my official hometown. The rumor of this house is the owner killed his family is Dewey House. I've covered Dewey House.
You
I
have?
think I've covered Dewey House.
Really?
I covered local legends. And I talked about Moody Light, and I think I brought up the fact that when I went to Dewey House, it was all horseshit.
Oh, that's that farm?
That's the farm where the guy like pointed a gun at us.
Get
and told
off
us,
my land.
Get off my land. The rumor of this house is the owner killed his family and put their heads on spikes on the fence outside the house. Across from the house, set way off the highway down a side road, is a wooded area that is said to have glowing red eyes belonging to demon dogs at night. A friend took me to a place she thought it was, and she knew where it was located. It was day aside from just being unnerved. We didn't see anything. The side of the road with the house was completely overgrown, and we really couldn't see anything. It was creepy for daytime. I'd like to hear if you find anything on either or both of these homes. Still loving you guys and the podcast. Keep on creeping
thank
on.
you.
Alexis. I have been to Dewey House. It was habitated. It was a home that had a family in it, and the owner came out. The lights were all on. The owner came out and pointed a gun at us and told us to fuck off. And I was just like, is there anything going on in this house? He's like, no, but people keep coming here. He was so like upset at how bothered his family was consistently. And I always joke that there's no way that house was haunted unless that guy wasn't real. You know, like we drove away and then like the camera cuts back to the house and it's dilapidated and there's no lights that could possibly be in there. And the man just like fades in the mist. That's the only way that house was haunted in my humble opinion. But I did have a gun pointed at me and told to fuck off. So it does change a person's opinion pretty fast.
All right.
But thank you so much for saying that in, Alexis. I appreciate you listening to the show, supporting us, and sharing your stories, because a lot of those are deeply personal, and I understand that it's not easy to write those things. And we say that a lot on the show. We're happy that we've created a safe space, or we've created a space that you folks have made safe for people to share some things that might be otherwise traumatizing. And I think everyone is very open to listening to it, and they all like are supportive of it. So thank you for being part of that community. So, all right. That's the last email of the show. I'm going to go ahead and read my YouTube stuff after I read the notifications that came in while we were in that email. In particular, Laura Ann has donated 500 bits, making them the official stream boss right there. So right now, Laura Ann holds the fate of the mustache in her hands.
If you would like to take it into your own hands, you got to knock her out of the stream boss
I think
role.
you have to donate. I can't see how much it is.
Is it 1,000?
I think it's 1,820 or 1,600. It's hard for me to see. But a penny equals 2 hit points. So if it was 2,000, it's 1820.
Yeah.
So it's $9.10 is how much you need to donate to take over and take control of my face. But I'm going to go ahead and read my YouTube stuff before I get Marbles on Stream set up. Shannon said, I'm super most proud of my library. It looks super cool, but my bakery looks like a Minecraft cake, so I'm torn. That's hilarious. All right. Vivian said, the building of the library bought out the room decorating. Okay. The building the library brought out. Holy shit. Building the library brought out the room decorator in me. There are potted ferns and cacti everywhere. I think it's so funny because this is Minecraft, but it sounds so gorgeous. Vivian also says, you guys got a child a demon piano? How rude. It's basically this joke
cute,
you play on your friends where it's like, I'm going to buy your child the most annoying thing possible to drive you crazy with. And Christina says, fun fact, in Sweeney Todd, Tim Burton used milk and red food coloring for blood. I did not know that. That is a fun fact. Thank you for letting us know. That is all I have for YouTube chat. So cool. Robin is now going to go ahead and read the Twitch chat while I set up Marbles on Stream.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, hey y'all, just got back from a mama date. Hope you had fun. Valley Girls is talking about their relationship with Marilyn Valor and says, we met briefly when I was in high school, found out we were very distantly possibly related through some weird family tree, and I think that is so freaking cool.
Robin is so excited about this.
I'm so excited. I Want Some Dinner says, you'll have to pry the stream boss spot for my cold dead hands. It's been taken.
Your hands are now cold and dead.
Merlin Valor says, okay, listen, Linda, I don't know what that means. I don't know who Linda is. But she married Chris over a decade ago, which is the voice of Frieza. So that's over a decade ago. Then dated her now husband, and they've been together for 11 years. So that is super cool. And Valley Girls is their relative, and they live in Houston. And that's so cool. They weren't in contact, and now they are because of the live show.
No shit.
So cool.
That's
it's just
awesome.
so cool. It's just so stinking cool. Da 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 da. Actually, Faison said, ASB Bunny, you missed a magical family reunion. Because they are very late. Hello, ASB Bunny. Thank you for joining us.
I'm getting an error that Marbles on Stream is currently running right now, which I know it is not. So we're just going to go ahead and keep continuing to troubleshoot while Robin keeps continuing to read.
Valley Girl says, Robin, there's nothing more unsettling than the kitty alive things my daughter has, and it reacts to talking.
It reacts to talking?
That's so creepy. There was one toy, we were in Target, and we just touched one toy, and then the whole wall of toys went off. And it was just so terrifying. Valley Girls also says, the noises are bad. It walks too. Sometimes she'll leave it on the table, and it will be silent for hours, then just randomly make a horrible attempt at a growl or a whine and start walking. What? Why do they make such terrifying toys?
I think they just put the souls of the recently deceased into them. Emma says, I made it back in time. Congratulations, Emma. You have a few extra seconds too, because Marbles is not being kind right now.
Cream Lord says, hashtag stash up in flames.
Wow, that sounds painful.
Let's see. They say, this stream is so fetch.
Wow.
So fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Geeky Gorgeous says, that Target must be haunted then. I think toys now are all, you can connect them by Bluetooth or something.
Oh, yeah.
So you can buy, say they have a band of animals, and you can buy them all, and they will all play music off of each other, which I feel like
sounds like an Animal Jam
horrible invention. Why? And Merlin Valor says the toys are made for kids to learn social skills and how to mimic noises and words. It's just terrifying for adults.
Yeah.
ASB Bunny said, this is why I've never had a toy that makes noise. Soft plushies all the way. I like toys. Like our friends, they have a book that has English to Spanish words. So one side will have pictures of all these different objects and places, things like that. In
really
English.
Quickly,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead and type an exclamation point vote, then a space, and the number that represents the track you would like to raise. Continue. In English.
And then on the other side, it'll be in Spanish. So they flip it, and the same pictures are on the front and back, but when they press it, it'll have it in the different languages, which I think is so cool. Kids' toys can be smart. They can also be terrifying. Perlar says, I don't know why, but Twitch is not working for me right now. Twitch, sometimes you have to reset the whole thing.
Sometimes you gotta shut down your browser. Twitch can be a pain in the butt.
ASB Bunny says, Cream Lord is their boyfriend, by the way. Okay, welcome. Nice name.
Thank you for bringing the Cream Lord to us. Hallowed be thy name.
Let's see. What do I want?
What you really, really want? Okay. So let's let those votes roll in right meow. I'll keep this up so I can see whether or not we get any notifications that pop up, and I'm going to try a new arrangement for me to control the stream without turning and feeling all awkward, because I don't know how much space I'll have with my new high back chair. Oh my god, it's so hot in this fucking room.
It's very hot. I'm sweating so bad.
I have massive, massive swoobs right now.
Swoops.
All right. Right now, Cosmic Chaos 2, we raised this track so fucking much.
I know.
Is in first place with 6 votes. We'll let it stream past a couple more times. While we do so, let's go ahead and check local stats. It takes us 2 minutes and 24 seconds on average to finish. It takes normal folks 2 minutes and 19 seconds to finish.
Geeky Gorgeous says, do you guys have a favorite 90s pop song?
We sing a lot of shitty 90s pop on this show. I don't know. I Saw the Sign. I think it's just The Sign by Ace of Base. But, I don't know, it changes. I like a lot of TLC shit. No Scrubs is really good. Waterfalls is really good.
What is that one song by... Oh, no, I don't even know. What, Bye Bye Bye? That song?
It's an NSYNC song, and I'm pretty sure that's early 2000s.
Oh, God, I don't even know. What's a 90s song?
Jesus Christ, read a book.
So, Robin. I mean, I'm born in 89. So, I should know some 90s songs. Britney Spears, lots of Britney Spears. Is that 90s?
Maybe late 90s, really late 90s.
Because I used to...
says Third Eye Blind. Jumper's a really, really good pop song. All right. We got 8 votes. We're going to go with it. Local stats. Let's check and see who holds the world. The Scaryish record's held by Robin. We can all agree that makes us sick to our stomachs. World record is 1:49. Wow, Robin, you almost met that. So let's jump in there.
Glitch says, I don't know why they call it boob sweat. I vote for humidities. It's not humid in here. It's just fucking
that's true. This is more like a dry tit sweat. Type an exclamation point play to get your marble on the stream. And we didn't mention it for those of you who might be new.
Oh my gosh, Jangmi, hello! It's been so long.
Hello. We
nice
hope you're
to
doing
see
well.
you in the stream. Hopefully everything's going good for you.
For those of you who are new, if you win the race, you will win a free sticker. And if you type an exclamation point merch into the chat, it'll give you a link to our stores. If you go to Robin's Kawaii Corner, in that page, you can go through all the Scaryish stickers. Let us know which design you prefer. If you win, we will send you that sticker, and just let us know a mailing address that's good. So go ahead and type an exclamation play right meow to get a chance to win some free merch. All right, we got 21 marbles in the stream right now. I know there's more of you out there. I see the numbers.
So, concerning Britney Spears had a PlayStation game where it was like a Dance Dance Revolution. So it was a Dance Dance Revolution game, but all Britney Spears songs.
45 seconds to join in the race.
I rented that from Blockbuster to play, and
it's a lot of old in that sentence right there.
And it was just lots of Britney Spears. So I think I really like Britney Spears songs from way back in the day, but again, I don't know if that's 90s or 2000s. It's really hard.
I think that is 90s, like Genie in a Bottle, I'm pretty sure was like middle school for me.
That was
that's
like
Christina
my
Aguilera,
time.
obviously.
All right, so
you joined in. We only got 21 marbles,
I did.
But we have like double the viewers than that. So I guess some of you have just decided you're not going to join the race. You don't like fun. That's fine with you.
I mean, the winners of each of these races gets me. I send you a piece of Scaryish merch, so a sticker or coaster or something like that. So it's free to join, free opportunity. Glitch says, oh no, I already read that. Merlin Valor said, Robin, I sent you 2 pics of Chris and I on Facebook. What? So cool.
All right, we are all circling the hole to see who gets through first. I just think it's so funny someone named Cream Lord is in there.
Cat Beatrix says, thought Bye 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 was Backstreet Boys. I think it is Backstreet Boys.
You'll have to check in and let me know.
Valley Girl says, hey Robin and Adam, I was listening to an episode.
I'm pretty sure that's NSYNC. I'm not really good at boy bands, but I'm really good at interrupting Robin, and I'm pretty sure that's NSYNC.
I was listening to an episode of Hillbilly Horror Stories, and I kid you not, your theme song played in the opening of the episode I listened to. Weird. But I mean, it's a song that you can purchase on audio blocks. So
yeah, it's totally free.
It's free.
I shouldn't say that. It's royalty free if you are signed up with audio blocks. You can use it. There's some videos on BuzzFeed as well that use that song as well. And I said as well like 3 times there. We might just have someone create a theme song that's specific to us.
I think that'd be really cool.
Very
but then
similar. It's a recreation of it.
I would be so sad because then it'd be so different. We've been doing this for 3 years, you know.
I kind of feel like reaching out to the person who originally composed that song and sold it, since they copyright strike every fucking video I ever put out there with the song, and being like, yo, how much would you charge for a 15-second song that's incredibly similar to whatever the name of this song that we use is. By the way, Evanon's in first place and is outpacing Robin's Ghost Ball record-setting pace. Second place is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Third place is changing very frequently, so I won't try and predict who that is, but Emanon is just killing this race right now.
Also, if any of you folks are Sailor Moon fans...
Oh no! Emanon is falling off the side!
If any of you guys are Sailor Moon fans, my Kickstarter has 2 more weeks. I'm making hard enamel pins of the Sailor Moon characters.
How many have you unlocked so far?
6. There's 6 pins that are unlocked. So 6 of the Sailor Scouts are unlocked. And that's all the main Sailor Scouts, and I think like Chibi Moon or Mini Moon or whatever they call her in Sailor Moon.
Cream Lord has fallen off, and M. Meadow says, I won't let Cream Lord go into the night by himself. Brit Newt and Geeky Gorgeous also went in there. Robin is going to hold the record, but right now, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I fell off too, this is horseshit. It looks like the Scriptory takes the victory. Congratulations, with Chicka Chicka Boom Boom in second, and Merlin Valor in third. Wow, Merlin Valor got caught up, and it looks like Woo Scarish snuck in there and took third. That was fucking nuts. We'll let everyone else trickle in. RIP to those of you who have fallen off. Someone says, it's Sailor Moon's birthday today. That's interesting. Good to know. In addition to that, I see that Vivian said, it is NSYNC. I'm not crazy. I thought Timberlake's voice, his beautiful golden pipes were in that song. So
thank you so much to ASB Bunny for gifting subs.
Nice. Thank you so much, ASB Bunny. I had my thing on here for the stuff, and it went away.
Ooh, I am sweating bullets.
Oh, they gifted you a sub.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Congratulations to the winner, the Scriptory. You go up to 10 points on the season. Cat Beatrix goes up to 26 points. Squidward's Poppy is at 20.
Did I just hear the speaker go spooky?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a minute ago. Everyone else is floating around single digits still, so no big deal. Scriptry, let us know if you're claiming that. If not, it will go to Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
It's so nice to see Jang Mi again.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice to see Jang Mi. I know that Jang Mi, just because we follow her on I think Instagram,
yeah.
You had a big move some point last year, maybe the beginning of this year. I can't remember. It seems like this year's been the longest thing ever.
Yeah, it's the longest year.
And that's
it's
all
we're only halfway through.
Seriously, that's like all I really remember is that's gone on. It's so funny because all the people that have been following the show or listening to the show that we know on first name basis become like actual friends of the show.
Yeah.
And we'll mention you guys all the time. Like Robin mentioned on last week's episode that we were going through like a guest list for our wedding, and I was just like going through people I know but I don't really like, and I was like, I'd rather invite Glitch than invite this fucking person. So
she said, "Hi guys, we've been all right, trying not to catch the cooties."
Good. That's a good thing. No one catch it. No
ASB Bunny said Backstreet's back, all right.
Okay.
So it's Backstreet Boys.
No, that's a different song.
What?
Backstreet's Back, all right is a different song. They don't say that in Bye Bye Bye.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Laura Ann says it's in sync.
Yes, it is in
all
sync.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my God. Squidward's Poppy says, I just remember Justin's curly Simon hair.
It was so awful.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. I obviously don't know Backstreet Boys and NSYNC enough.
Don't forget about 98 Degrees, says Glitch.
Oh, gosh. The only song I know by 98 Degrees is
voting.
the one they put in Mulan. Okay.
Wow.
143 AM says the mustache is back. Wow. Both of you guys are here. That's so cool.
You did hear the sound effect go off, by the way. ASB Bunny has gifted another sub, this one to Cream Lord. So thank you for that, ASB Bunny. You're being very generous.
Laura Ann says, tell me why.
Tell me why. That is the greatest cold open in the history of
television. Oh, yeah, it's so good. Valley Girl says, I figured it was a free soundbite. I'd listened to y'all first, so when it played, it wasn't Adams giving his usual woo, so I got so confused.
For Scene Missing, it's so funny because we've come so close to launching this show multiple times, and when we get really close, Robin always lets me know, like, I'm concerned about how much time I have with school and work. So I'm like, all right, we can pump the brakes, no big deal. But I have a friend who is an audio engineer, and he designed a theme song for Scene Missing for us. So that will be 100% us. Yeah, like, woo! I played it for you, and you'll be like, I don't like it. It's too long. It's like a 16-second intro song instead of a 12-second intro song, so she'll grow to love that one, too.
Geeky Gorgeous says, can it be Halloween already? That's how I feel. And I'm really annoyed because Halloween's probably going to be canceled this year.
Halloween will still go on within everyone's homes. Just do something super scary. Maybe we'll all decide that we're going to do, like, a Spooky Friends meetup or something like that online and all watch a movie together. It's Robin's birthday, by the way, so we have to do something for Robin.
Ju-On is coming on to Netflix this weekend, and it is the prequel to The Grudge.
Okay.
And so I'm so excited because that is what I want to do this weekend. My aunt's gonna come over. We're gonna watch it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited.
Shannon says, that's it for me, guys. Good night, everyone, and take care. Thank you for joining us,
Thank you
Shannon.
so much.
We appreciate you. So right now, Fear of Heights is in the lead. I don't know how many votes it has. It's really hot in here.
It's really hot. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, it's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Cypher Denick says, I just enjoy the classics like AC/DC, Wasp, Def Leppard, etc. And I can totally understand that.
AC/DC is so fucking good, dude.
Did you ever listen to Rush?
Yeah, I have listened to Rush. Rush is also really good. Vivian says, my science teacher knows one of the Backstreet Boys, and in class, one of us will burst out into song and everyone else joins in, and our teacher recorded it and sent it to him. That's awesome.
Glish says, you can't cancel Halloween.
Halloween lives in the hearts of all the spooky friends. It'll never be canceled.
Thank you so much, Sacred Infinity, for subbing. Jamie says, oh, Jeebus, I can't believe it's been that long since I started listening. I moved a couple of years ago, and we're about to move again to Oregon.
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
All right, Fear of Heights has 5 votes. I would like to point out, this is the last race of the night, and then we go into the outro. At the end of the outro, before we sign out, whoever is stream boss decides the fate of my mustache. Hashtag save the stash or hashtag shave the stash. I can't see the stream, so I don't know who is stream boss right now. I think it's still Laura Ann.
Gone.
It's bottom right.
Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay.
I think it's still Laura Ann, but you guys have hacked
Laura
away.
Ann has 920 HP left.
Okay, so just so you folks know, that is what will happen near the end of the show. However, it looks like Fear of Heights is going to be our track for the last race. The world record time is 52 seconds. Average time is 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Spooky Friends take a little bit longer, 2 minutes and 19 seconds on average. And Ashley Meow Meow holds the record with 1 minute and 50 seconds. So.
Squidward's Poppy says do a drive-in theater. Woo Scaryish says watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. I sing all the songs. It's just so entertaining.
I say damn it, Janet, at least 10 times a day.
And yeah.
Exclamation point play to get your marble on stream.
Woo Scaryish says that's what my roommates and I did last year because Halloween got canceled in State College, Pennsylvania last year. Interesting.
I did not know that. All right, we got 19 marbles in the race already. We had 21 last time. Have you joined?
Oh no. Geeky Gorgeous says Halloween forever. Absolutely.
They're up to 23 marbles, 24 marbles now. That's pretty amazing.
ASB Bunny says, have you all watched the Repo, the Genetic Opera? I've heard of it, never seen it. And I've heard of it a lot, especially in the Facebook group, I feel like. But I'm curious to watch it. I don't know where I would watch it, but very curious.
You know what I want to watch, and it's not related to any of that? Is Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. It's just so good.
It's so good.
All right, you got 15 seconds from this moment to type in exclamation point play and get your chance to win some free merch.
Lunabin is here. Hello, thank you for joining us. They says I made it last minute after D&D. Nice. Hope you had fun playing D&D. D&D is always fun.
Jay Valor says, Adam, damn it, Janet, and I yell, I love you.
So Cypherdenic says, what about the boss? So if we knock out the stream boss, whoever ends up being the stream boss at the end of the stream gets to choose what to do with Adam's mustache. So it's either hashtag save the stash or hashtag shave the stash. It just depends on who gets control at the end of the stream. And the stream's almost over. So Laura Ann's at 920 HP. Not a lot to take over. What is that? Like
$4.60
something like that.
Will take over the stream boss and take control of the fate of the mustache. Right now, Eric is in the lead. Valley Girls just missed the ramp and fell right off. There are quite a few people pushing, though, and Eric is slowing down. There are... Robin just fell off as well. A few extra tracks that change things up a little bit. It looks like Silly Snuggle Kid is on one of those tracks. Lunabin tried to take a shortcut and fell off the side of the planet, while Sacred Infinity used hashtag hacks and is now in the front. Squidward's Poppy has also fallen off. And Cat Beatrix is circling that funnel up there. Sacred Infinity just needs to make it through the pulsating rods without being knocked off, and they might take home the victory.
Jangmi says, I'm freaked out by how long it's been. It's so freaking funny.
We just realized last week, I think, that we've almost done this for 3 years, and we were both freaked out, too.
Woo Scary says that Halloween last year got canceled because of a huge storm.
Sacred Infinity has taken the victory in record-setting time, like 1 minute and 21 seconds, which breaks the Scaryish record by 30 seconds.
Actually, Faison says, I'd love to see what any of these look like with full 500 marbles.
Dude, you can watch some people that stream it, and they get full 500, and it's fucking chaos. You understand why some of the tracks... Oh, look at that. I'm going to finish second. Me and Sacred are finishing first and second together. It's so adorable.
So romantic. Laura Ann says,
chills, buddies.
I wish we could have a virtual Halloween party. That's adorable. I want to see all the people who chat in here every week. That'd be cool. Cat Beatrix says, OMG, Dr. Horrible, yes.
Sacred, hit us up and let us know what piece of merch you want. We'll send that. Maybe a little care package
to you guys. And let us know if you want to play Call of Duty later.
It's so fucking on there.
Glitch says, Hot Patootie, bless my soul. That's one of the songs in Rocky Horror that... The stuff going on during the song makes me so confused. But the song itself is very good.
We're letting everyone finish out right now while the blue wave of death encroaches to murder. Cream Lord and Geeky Gorgeous 97 are struggling to outrun this wave of death. I think Cream Lord might make it. But Geeky Gorgeous is having trouble, and that wave does not slow down, and it's encroaching really quickly here. Although that's a pretty tall line. Geeky Gorgeous is running for their life.
Nope.
Did not work.
Jangmi says, where am I? I'm so slow today. 13th.
Figured says, woo, I get all the dubs, Warzone, and marbles. Oh, geez, what do I need to pick? If you type exclamation point merch, it'll bring up the link to the store. Just go to Robin's Kawaii Corner, the Etsy shop, and then just pick a sticker, and we'll toss it in there with some extra stuff that we'll send your way. Oh, man, that was super fun.
It's so hot in here.
Marbles is such a good way to end this. It's just a really fun time to play with y'all. We sincerely appreciate you guys hanging around and listening to everyone's stories and chatting with us. And it's sometimes about the stories and sometimes just about us bullshitting with each other.
And it's just a fun time, and we get to hang out with you guys, and it's so cool.
You guys get to hear us complain about how strong our drinks are and how hot this fucking room is, and what could be better, right?
It's just fun getting to know everybody and seeing cool things happen, like relatives, long lost relatives kind of getting back together. It's so cool.
I'm gonna have to go through the stream chat and read what happened when I wasn't paying attention, because it sounds like it was just a wonderful reunion.
Yeah, so this has been a really fun episode. You guys are absolutely awesome. Jagby says, Robin, your hair is so long.
Oh my god,
it is so long. It used to be like all the way up here or something, right?
I found one of her hairs like that was just wrapped up in like one of my pieces of clothing, and I was like working. I was like, oh, I got a little hair. And it just kept coming out. It was unreal.
It's quarantine hair going on, man. I haven't had my hair cut in so long, and
my hair's pretty long too.
Yeah. So
I was going all emo today during one of my meetings just to fuck with people. I hate myself.
Aw, thank you so much, ASB Bunny, for gifting more subs.
One sub went to Emily the Rat. The second sub went to Silly Snuggle Kid. And Laura Ann's HP is lower than it's ever been. I look a little bit like emo Hitler right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and push that back and get rid of that. I can't wait to cut this fucking hair at this point.
Cream Lord says, Famalama Ding Dong.
Famalama Ding Dong. All right, let's start the official outro and then see where this whole thing winds up when we finish the outro.
Yeah.
So I want to fucking... I'm watching you to make sure you're not getting ready to do it again. Clink, 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 clink. So I want to thank everyone who sent in their stories this week. It was very kind of anyone to share their experiences with us, whether it be something coincidental, something traumatic, or something just scary. And we appreciate everything that gets sent our way. So if you have a story that you would like to share with us, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to the website scaryish.com and click on Contact Us. If you fill out that form, it comes directly to us. Or you can hit us up on any of our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarayishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for the folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can donate at patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Whole bunch of different tiers. The Mothman charms got finished yesterday.
They look so
good. I was struggling with them because they got misprinted first with the text in the wrong direction. And so they're gorgeous. They're cute. Everything's right. They're getting shipped to me today. So hopefully I'll get it in the next couple days. And those will be sent out to all our Badge of Honor patrons and above that have been patrons from this month to whatever a few months I've had way back for the spring. No, was it summer? I think it's for the summer. For the summer. So
you handle the merch, and I trust you to do it.
Anybody that's been a Badge of Honor patron and above during the summer will get one of these charms. And I'm really excited to kind of get those in your hands. And then if you want to just do one-time donations, you can go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. And those are one-time donations. All your donations go to upgrading our studio setup, keeping us going, letting us kind of spend more time creating more content for you guys.
Indeed. We appreciate everything you guys do, whether it's just listening to the episodes, subscribing on our Twitch channel, sending us donations, signing up for Patreon, sending in your emails. It is all wonderful and supportive, and it means the world to us. So thank you so much to all of you. And I'm going to go ahead and mark it right now. And congratulations, Laura Ann. You barely hung in there as Stream Boss, and you are now the official decider of what happens with the mustache. So I will wait to see your instructions. Hopefully you are still here before we go ahead and close out the show. Oh my God, it's hot in this room.
It is very hot. I just like... I just punched myself in the boob.
Did you punch yourself in the boob?
Yeah, it hurts. Ow. But... Boo, boo, boo. ASB Bunny asks, how do I donate bits? You can actually just go to our Google donate button too and do it that way. Or not Google, what is it called? PayPal. There's like a PayPal donate button down there at the bottom.
Laura Ann says, do I have to choose between save or shave, or can I choose #trim the beard? I'll go ahead and say you can. If I save it, let's just say this. If I save the stash, I will trim it up. So you can choose save, which will lead to it being trimmed, or getting rid of it completely. So I leave it in your hands at this point. Oh my god, decide quickly. It's so hot in here.
It really hurt my boob.
Well, Cream Lord just donated 100 bits and almost stole it from Laura Ann.
Make a decision, Laura Ann. You don't have much time.
I can just hear like tick, took, tick, took, tick, took. Cream Lord says like that. That's so funny that they gave
so funny.
just enough so that Laura Ann can still maintain control on this. Oh my god, it's so hot. I don't even remember where I left off in the outro. I think it's just to go ahead and sign us out.
Yeah.
Laura Ann says, oh crap. Oh my god. How did someone that's making such a slow decision wind up as the stream boss at the end of this episode? I'm glistening. Oh, it's so hot in here. Save. All right. The mustache stays for at least one more week. It will be manscaped. It will be trimmed. The mustache. And Laura Ann has decided the fate. And now we can go ahead and move into the sign out. So thank you so much one last time to everyone who watched, listened, or sent in their stories. I think that's everything we have for Storytime number 125. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.